I'm Alejandro Guerra, and welcome to my project about the seawall.
This right here is a part of the seawall which a little segment was built from September 1902 to July 29, 1904. The seawall was later extended over the course of 59 years from 3.3 miles to over 10.3 miles. It's exactly 17 feet high, 16 feet thick at the base, and it runs over 10 miles long. Seawall Boulevard runs along the seawall, and the sidewalk adjacent to the seawall boulevard, which is basically the sidewalk on top of the seawall, the thing you walk on pretty much, is claimed to be the longest continuous sidewalk in the world at 10.3 miles. Wow, that's long. You'll catch me skating there time to time on top of the seawall, so catch me out there. The main purpose for this big seawall was for protection from future hurricanes that headed to Galveston after the major destruction that was left by the Galveston hurricane of 1900. It's known to be the deadliest hurricane to ever hit the U.S. This storm reportedly killed 8,000 people and was the second costliest hurricane in U.S. history based on the dollar value of 2015, so that you can compare costs with Katrina and other damages, or in other hurricanes. It cost over $120.4 billion in damages. Keep in mind, this is with the 2015 value dollar, and is adjusted due to inflation, so don't freak out. The people of Galveston wanted to prevent future storms from causing this much destruction, so they constructed the first 3 miles of the Galveston seawall in 1902 under the direction of Henry Martyn Robert. The city also raised itself, like literally raised itself, by using dredged sand to raise the city by 17 feet above the previous elevation, which is mind-boggling. Over 2,100 buildings were raised in the process, including this building, the St. Patrick's Church, which weighed over 3,000 tons. Wow, that's heavy. The seawall was put to the test in 1915 when a storm similar in strength and track as the 1900 hurricane headed straight towards Galveston. It brought a 12-foot storm surge, and although 8 people did lose their lives, it was a major reduction from the thousands who died in 1900. The cost of the seawall is exactly $1,581,673.30. Don't forget the cents. Memorials were built dedicated to those who lost their lives in the 1900 hurricane that destroyed Galveston, and as you can see, I'm standing on top of his head, leaning into his hand, looking like an idiot. Keep in mind, I didn't know the meaning behind it, so my apologies. The seawall does help a little bit in the hurricanes we have faced recently, but with hurricanes being more powerful than they were before, due to global warming and other circumstances that have plagued our earth, officials have decided to talk about ways to prepare and mitigate future disasters that hit Galveston. Standing right here in front of part of the seawall right now, and that's pretty much a 10-foot gap, so that gives you kind of an estimate of how high this thing was built, so that the wall could withstand the big waves that the Gulf would push out into Galveston. So it was really a key part in helping reduce the damage that was done in Galveston, even though nowadays our hurricanes are really bad, and it kind of helps, but not as much as it did back in the day. So yeah. This topic is important to me because I visit Galveston from time to time to skate down the seawall to get my mind off of things. It never dawned on me that the concrete that I was skating on was a big help to the Galveston community and saved the community as a whole from hurricanes that came through the Gulf of Mexico until I did this project over the seawall. Hopefully this video opened your eyes just a little bit and taught you something. Just remember that the seawall that you walk on isn't there just for show. It actually serves a purpose and has been a big help in preserving the city that we all know as Galveston. now be taking questions in class.